I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Monday, February 27th, 2023.
I'm Robin Chan, an audio producer with the Detroit Free Press. From sports freelancer Bill Dow. Long before becoming known as an actor who punched out a horse while playing Mongo in the satirical western Blazing Saddles, Alex Karras was a Detroit Lion who got into a lot of trouble off the field. Karras, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL, was part of the Lions' fearsome foursome of the 1960s with Darius McCord, Sam Williams, and Roger Brown. Karras captured national headlines in April of 1963 when the NFL suspended him for gambling. A part-time bartender who had done some wrestling, he was scheduled to take on well-known pro wrestler Dick the Bruiser in a much-hyped exhibition when a publicity stunt for the match degenerated into a barroom brawl. Despite the notoriety surrounding the suspension of one of Detroit's favorite athletes, ticket sales were weaker than expected for his April 27th match with William Afflis, aka Dick the Bruiser, a former Green Bay Packer lineman who was then a popular villain on the pro wrestling circuit, known for his buzz cut, growly voice, and put-on scowl. Find out how the ticket sale boosting scheme quickly devolved into one of Detroit's most notorious barroom brawls and more by searching for Bill Dow's article, Flashback. Dick the Bruiser and the Lions' Alex Karras were a match made in the Lindell AC on Freep.com.
This is Chanel Stitt with the Detroit Free Press. Chapman's Jewelry and Gifts has been operating in Detroit since 1964. It is known for its watch repairs, which cost $5 per watch, but it's also a one-stop shop. Customers can purchase fine jewelry, watches, purses, greeting cards, and other accessories. Its online store even has an inventory of 1,754 watches. The store is now on its third generation of owners, and co-owner Max Chapman sees it as a great responsibility to fill the shoes of his grandfather. The business owners hope to continue expanding and make their block on 7 Mile Road vibrant again.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Donna Afana. Detroit City Council President Mary Sheffield on Friday announced 4 executive committee members of the city's first ever reparations task force. They are Keith Williams, Lauren Hood, Reverend and Dr. Joanne Watson, and Dorian Tyus. 4 members were appointed by the council president to research harm done to Detroiters through slavery and systemic racist practices. The City Council approved the other 9 members on Tuesday for a total of 13 members to address economic mobility and opportunities for Black Detroiters. Council President Sheffield said that evidence of systemic racism is still present today, but is glad the city is paving the way to stimulate opportunities. Members will serve for the life of the task force and emphasize that harm toward Black and Indigenous people has transcended many generations, and it will be a journey to repair damages, but they will engage Detroiters in the process.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department recapping what happened Sunday in Ann Arbor. Michigan basketball seemed well on its way to a much-needed victory against Wisconsin, but the Badgers not only clawed back into the game, but had a 3-point lead with 2 seconds left. That's when Hunter Dickinson's desperation heave from 35 feet found its way to the bottom of the net to force overtime. And from there, Michigan's ability to get to the basket and defend the three-pointer carried the Wolverines to an 87-79 win. Kobe Bufkin led the way with 28 points, Dickinson added 23 and 10 rebounds, and Doug McDaniel scored 20. Michigan is continuing to shimmy its way up a lot of bracketologists' boards as they fight for a spot in the NCAA tournament. We'll have the brackets in hand in 2 weeks, but before then, Michigan has road games at Illinois and Indiana and the Big Ten tournament to help improve its resume.
Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out Freep.com. That's Freep.com.